What's up, HyperFast Nation? On this episode of the show, we are looking at the second part in this three-part series on how to build a real estate team in 2023. Stand by. So in part one, we looked at how you go from doing it yourself to doing it with support, which was, how do you make the transition from being a solo agent to a solo agent with support, with admin support, with inside sales agent support, right? Your first two hires, as a reminder, if you haven't seen part one, which if you haven't, you should go back and watch or listen to that. But your first two hires should not be a buyer's agent. They should be an administrative assistant and an inside sales agent. It doesn't really matter the order. Most people, I think, probably will do the assistant first. Some people might do the inside sales agent first. Once you do that step, that should take your ability to close deals from two to three a month to 4 or 5 or even 6, right? And it kind of depends on your market, price point, geography, like how spread out you are, right? A lot of different factors. But once you make those hires and you go from being the solo agent to being the solo agent doing it with support, and now you've increased your production to 5 or 6 deals a month, you are ready to move on to step 2, which I call we do it. Okay, so we do it means you go out and you hire buyer's agents, you hire maybe a listing agent after you've grown more, once you're deeper into this process, and you move from you're doing it yourself, you're doing the sales yourself, to now you and your team are doing it, right? So at this stage in your team building, you're going to go out and hire buyer's agents. There's lots of different ways to do this. You can go get them on the traditional way. The most common way really is to go out and you hire them on a split. So they're gonna you're gonna generate extra leads. You can't handle them all. You and your administrative team cannot handle them all. So now you need buyer's agents, right? The buyer's agents take those leads, pay you a split after they close them. And this is kind of the old eat what you kill model, right? The buyer's agent is going to be being fed good leads from you, the team leader, the rainmaker. But at the end of the day, like if they don't close that deal, they make nothing. Okay. What we've found over the years is that some people will come to that model, right? Some people will be attracted to that and it will work. So, there's definitely, you have the ability to expand quickly with that. Some people, however, will not come to 100% commission model. In fact, most people probably won't, right? I think like somewhere like 90% of people, in the United States wouldn't take that kind of deal. So if you think about it, you are competing for a narrow slice of the population willing to do it. So what's another way to expand your business? We've found that what we call the partner agent model will do this. So you go out, you hire someone in a salaried role, and they get a salary, they still get license, right? Plus a percentage, plus a bonus on the deals that they close. And I think if you're going to build a team, you should look at doing both, right? You should hire buyer's agents on the traditional 100% commission, 50-50 split. We'll call it that. It might not be exactly that. There's all sorts of ways to do that, but you hire people under that model, and then you hire a partner agent that works closely with you. The partner agent will go on appointments with you. They'll work with your close clients, your repeat clients, your listings, and you're going to teach them, everything you do. They're going to become a clone of you. And then, they might do it for a year. They might do it for 2 or 3 years. Eventually they'll probably get good enough that they'll want to go out and do it on their own, be more on the 100% commission model, right? Because there's more upside in that model for sure for them. But for many people, this is going to be a really good way to attract good talent and also keep a higher percentage of the commission up front. So it's a win-win for everyone. The next part too, by the way, of getting deeper into this we do it together model is hiring listing agents, right? Once you've got a lot of buyer agents and you are generating more and more listings, right? Because as the lead agent, the team owner, the rainmaker, whatever you want to call it, you really should be focused on listings. At some point, you might get so many listings that you're overwhelmed. You and your partner agent are overwhelmed. Now you can go out and get a listing specialist, right? And again, multiple ways to structure it. There can be salary plus bonuses. There can be 100% commission. There's hybrid models in between. Lots of different ways to do it. As you're building out your buyer agents, your listing agents, you're going to also have to start thinking, how do I expand the services of the team, right? So you might have to hire more marketing support. You might have to hire more inside sales agents, right? You might have to hire more administrative support. Those are probably the 3 areas to focus on, right? Marketing, so generating the leads, the inside sales agents, converting the leads into appointments for your team, and then administrative support, right? People to help with the marketing, help with the lead gen, lead conversion, and the training. So you got to think of, as the team expands, as you get more buyer agents, as you get more listing agents, how do you get more leads into the system? How do you service your agents, your team, right? How do you provide the service to them so that they can provide the service to more and more clients? Those are all of the things that you need to look at. And this is going to be, by the way, if you've got into this business because you thought building a team is going to give you your time back, well, at this stage in the game, you're still in production and you're still running and you're running the team, right? So you're a salesperson, you're a lead generator, you're a CEO, like you're wearing all the hats. So, don't get into this team building, especially this far into it, if you think you're doing it so that you don't have to work, right? You might control your time a little bit, like maybe you're doing less showings, less productions, or less sales production. But at the end of the day, you're probably going to be putting in more hours, right? And have more responsibility. So do it because you want to serve more clients and you want to serve more people in the real estate industry. You got to make sure you do it for the right reasons. And part 3, by the way, we're going to go over how you actually can exit production and you go from, we do it to they do it, or I help them do it. That's kind of the final stage in this 3 parts. If you missed the first part, go back, give it a listen, give it a watch, and let me know what you think about that episode, this episode in the comments. I always love getting feedback, by the way, and don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with other people that you think would benefit from listening or watching as well. And if you are a real estate agent that's doing what lots of other real estate agents are doing right now, which is moving your business over to EXP, I'd love to talk to you about how Carrie and I specifically can help you. We give the agents that join us tons of training, coaching, tons of support, and help to grow your business. And I would be honored to talk to you about sponsoring you at EXP. My phone number, you just send me a text, right? If you call, I probably won't answer, but if you text, I definitely will. 703-638-4393. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next time.